Just bought the cheapest RM250 I could find on Facebook Marketplace and Craigslist and OfferUp and all that for months. I've been searching every day, and here it is. 1,000 bucks. This is what it gets you. He said something with the power valve. Just got back from Yuma, where my parents live. The fam bam. Had Christmas. Was planning on staying till New Year's Eve, but I came across this bike. You're gonna see in a little bit that is extremely, I don't want to say extremely, it's sentimental to me. It was a lot of my childhood, a bigger version, and it's just awesome. And some of my favorite people rode the style of bike, which we'll get into later, of why this bike, what's it gonna look like, etc. But I've been searching for it like daily for like 6 months, and I finally found it. And I was literally at the sand dunes enjoying some time with my family and friends. Came up on Facebook Marketplace in Tucson. So I was in Yuma, came up in Tucson. The dude said someone's coming to look at it. I literally was like, bro, like, I have to have this thing. I'll pay you exactly what you're asking, like, no questions. I can beat you with cash. I can beat the other guy to you with cash, whatever it takes. Talked back and forth. He said, you know what, you're a better fit. I've had this bike for like 8 years, since I was 15. This looks like it'd be going to a good home. So yeah, let's do it. And I was like, cool, well, we'll be building the whole thing so you can watch it. So perfect situation. I'm super stoked about this. While you're watching this here, I drove all the way back from Yuma to my house in Phoenix. And we are gonna take the mini truck, which we don't use too often, over there and pick up this bike tomorrow in Tucson. Super last minute, canceled all my plans. I've been looking for this bike for so long. I didn't think it'd come this early, but we're gonna kick off 2020 right. We're gonna get a fresh new car. We're gonna get a new bike. We're gonna build new stuff. We're gonna learn new things. We're gonna learn how to build a motorcycle engine. So it's gonna be rad. See you guys tomorrow to continue going and grabbing the bike and see what kind of condition it's in, because it's gonna be interesting. Also, forgot to tell you, STI, good news. If it's before January 6th, we are going to be working on the STI and putting it together and getting it running. If it's after January 6th, it's probably already happening and I'm working on filming it. So that's good news. I know a lot of you guys here are waiting for that. I've been waiting for it. We're working with Goodspeed Performance. We're being patient with them. I said I have the focus. Just fit me in when you can. I want to make the best videos possible. We need a bunch of time. So that's why it's taking so long. Some of you guys are even messaging me about like buying all the parts I bought for the engine. Like, be patient. Our boys are going to help us out and teach us a lot. So we got to be patient with them as well. First step of the day, I needed new tires, rear tires on the mini truck. So I came to my favorite spot. These are just kind of dry rotted. I'm sketched to drive on up to Tucson. As you can see, they don't hold air too well. So I come over to my boys at Super Tire off of Almost School in the 60 in Phoenix if you're around. 65 bucks for 2 tires. I negotiated a little bit, but they're cool. I trust these dudes. They do it all the time, and this isn't something I drive daily, so let's do something on the cheap.
Put the place up. Put my face up. Why you doing all that? Thought you was my wife, but you slapped me in the back.
Next up, grab some gas at QT, my favorite gas station. Another thing I got to do is fix the torsion bars on the passenger side. The truck sits a little low. I'm going to make it a little more even. What do you guys want to see on this mini truck? Because we got to get some stuff going. We're getting to the point now where I'm getting ready to start making some changes. Wheels, should we paint it? Do you guys want to know the story about the sunglasses? Tail lights definitely need to be freshened up. Stuff like that. This roof was dented in, long story. People stood on top of it. Jeez, the dogs are going crazy. I'm gonna go ahead and measure fender gap to the ground and make sure it's the same as the other side. out for a bit. Why if he'd be willing to tell his story of having the bike. So it's a little windy. Why? When did you get it? How long have you had it?
Oh, I've had it for 8 years, man. I got it when I was 15. Was excited to get my first big two-stroke. Started off on a KX100 and live out in the desert, just shredding everywhere I go, bro.
Did you ride it at any tracks or just desert?
No,
or what?
just desert. Me and my brother go out and build big dirt jumps and shit. I got pictures of me standing under like 14-foot lips and stuff.
Really?
That bike's seen some airtime, man. That thing's fun.
That's awesome.
It's a ripper, man.
Cool, man. Well, I appreciate
Hold
it.
on to it.
All right. See you later, Wyatt.
Have a good
Safe
one.
travels, dude.
You too, man.
Just bought the cheapest RM250 I could find on Facebook Marketplace and Craigslist and OfferUp and all that for months. I've been searching every day, and here it is. 1,000 bucks. This is what it gets you. He said something with the power valve. The motor locked up. He said he didn't adjust it right or something and it locked up. I gotta learn about all that. I've been riding bikes for a long time, but working on them, especially the engines, that part's new to me. So we got a little bit of rust. Sitting outside weathered, I'm assuming. Look at that chain. It's pretty bad. But pro taper bars, sunlight levers. Oh, we got a Bennett reflex one over here. The whole thing just needs a lot of work, but it's exactly what we want because we want to rebuild this thing amazing and see an awesome transformation. I'm really excited. I normally build cars, but I go way back with dirt bikes. I was into dirt bikes way before cars. Me and my dad had some of our best memories with dirt bikes. Oh, look at that. Ooh. this bike? There's quite a few reasons why I bought this bike. One, I told you, I mentioned in the video earlier, it's just a little bit sentimental to me, but my two favorite riders growing up as a kid when I just was riding 65, 50s, 85s, all the best memories with my dad and all that fun stuff was Ricky Carmichael and Travis Pastrana. Now what I liked about Ricky Carmichael was he was doing motocross, so obviously he was like the GOAT, so he was go-to. He was riding Suzuki most of his career. And then Travis Pastrana, not because he was an FMX rider, but because he was like the one dude who was really fast on a dirt bike and was big in the scene, that was really tall. He's like 6'3", 2'4", somewhere up there. When most of the pro riders are really short, you don't realize that on camera they look normal, but in real life, like they're like 5'9", 5'10", or less even. So Ricky Carmichael and all those guys, like they look pretty proportionate to the bike, but Travis Pastrana was like the one dude who was really tall and he had the hand guards, and I don't know, he just pulled it off really well for a tall guy, because sometimes you look a little lanky, and I was like, dude, like he looks sick, he's got hand guards, he's got an RM250, like he just runs that thing and it just works well, and I was like, that's what I hope that I look like, and then obviously ride like, yeah, right. It's not even part of the picture, it's just about to go about having fun. So other than that, the reason I pulled the trigger on it early and like this specific bike being in such bad shape was, well, I wanted something that we can learn a lot on, obviously, and you see a huge transformation. But the other part is that these bikes are getting harder and harder to find because they're so old. Like this bike is, 18, 19 years old. So by the time I told myself I'd have the money, would there be any available? The ones that run are like gonna be well over $3,000 by then, maybe 4 or 5 grand. And I think these bikes in 10 years will be worth a lot of money. So I saw this one, I've been scoping every day for a long time, and I'm stoked I found this one blown up because I've always wanted to learn how to build a dirt bike engine. I feel like that'd be a good place to start on my own, or getting the help from someone else as far as taking steps to learning how to build engines, because this car is the main priority on this channel. Prior to this, I'm a long ways from building an engine, especially myself, so this is a good step, and dirt bikes are the root of my need for speed, and I'm just excited to get back on a bike. I had let it go because I wanted to fully commit to this YouTube channel with cars, because cars is something that I get real excited about. I see a lot of area of growth to be had, but bikes are kind of like my fun outlet. So this was definitely like a me purchase, but something that I think that all of us can benefit from. And maybe you guys are here watching me because you like cars and you're like, oh, I didn't think about getting into dirt bikes, and maybe you learn to find that love through this. So that's what would be huge, what would be super cool, what would be ideal. So this is kind of abrupt. I didn't figure out a way to relay this in there smoothly, but I want to know, what mods do you guys want to see if you are dirt bike people? I want to get a cone style pipe. I want to get restyling plastic so the bike looks like a 2018, 2019, and then whether it's a Bill's pipe or there's one other one, and then obviously wheels, tires, this whole thing's gonna be done. So we'll find out, but I want to know anything specific you guys want to see. Also, if you have questions, if you're new to dirt bikes, please comment down below, hey, teach us how to do this. What do you know about this on dirt bikes, blah, blah, blah. And if I don't know from my experience growing up with dirt bikes, I will find out, and we'll make a really rad video so everyone can learn and build confidence in the garage, because that's what this is all about. And anyways, back to what I was saying. Guess we'll be working on some dirt bikes and cars now, so check out the playlist. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I appreciate it. 2020 is gonna be rad, and Happy New Year, guys.